Hey guys, zpolt here and I'm back for another video, and today we're gonna do another KB ear review. This time it's the KB ear F1. This is a 1BA setup. This is the first time I'm gonna hear a 1BA setup here in this channel. We're gonna find out if it's good sounding in this review. Of course, big thanks to Better Audio US for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. And also big thanks to KB Ear Store for our F1 giveaway. So we're gonna give away a KB Ear F1. I'm gonna announce the details here in this channel, but stay tuned. Subscribe here to the channel for the announcement. Okay, so let's open the KB Ear F1 first. So I'm gonna choose what color I'm gonna give away and what color I'm gonna unbox. So maybe I'm gonna go with the gold color. So this is what we're gonna unbox for today, because black may be something that other people may like better over the gold one. I don't know, but that's just me. Let's open it up. And typical KB Ear packaging also. So you have 1BA, and on the other side, in-ear 1BA setup, 22 ohm impedance, 20 to 20K, 105 dB in sensitivity, MMCX also, so very nice that you have MMCX in this small form factor. Alright, so let's open up the box now. Inside you have user guide, and it's in English also. Very nice. Okay, and you're greeted with the KB Ear right away. Right, so inside this one you have tips, and this pretty soft tips, and has also that starlight pattern, but not the softest tips that I have ever checked in this channel, but not so bad overall. They're similar to what you get with the KZs. So the cable is straight plug, metal in build. Also here in the fork is metal in build as well. And again, you have MMCX here. The cable is not that thick, it's in the thin side, but I would say not so bad quality overall. I do also still like the color here. It looks upscale. Okay, so let's take a look at the IEM now. So right off the bat, this is a pretty light IEM. Let's put the cable in. This is the KB Ear F1 with the cable attached, and I would say that it kind of looks upscale. That's that gem look, and it also is a different shape than what I'm used to. So you have that L shape in the KB Ear F1, and inside you have also see-through as well, so you can see the BA inside, and it is a pretty unique look also. So you have a KB Ear logo on the side. And also you have that kind of shape, the boxy kind of shape. In terms of build, it's made of plastic, but it's like a resin plastic. It does feel good, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It's also very thick plastic altogether. So I do like the build here overall. It's definitely not for everybody. It's not, you know, the usual kind of design, but definitely I would say this is a looker for me. I do like the design here in the KB Ear F1. So this is how it looks like. Right, so right off the bat, this does go inside your ear, so it isolates pretty well, even if it doesn't have the kind of flush design that you have with the lobes. So it's not so bad in terms of isolation. This actually does isolate quite well. In terms of stability, it is pretty stable. So even if it doesn't have, again, that kind of flush fit, it's pretty stable in the ear. Of course, this doesn't have ear hooks, so this is still not as stable as the ear hooks counterparts, but definitely this is pretty stable. Definitely a lot more stable than the Zenfire DT6 that I have reviewed. In terms of looks, it's definitely a different kind of look. It will be up to you if you like that or not. But I would say it's a different look altogether. For me, it's okay to be different sometimes. So this will be a nice addition to my kit. You know, if I want like a minimalist kind of look, this is something that I can wear. So definitely you can still wear this with the ear hook kind of design like this, right? Like this one. But I would say it's pretty awkward for me to wear it like this. I would prefer to have it in a normal kind of earbud wearing style. Some people don't like ear hooks, so maybe there's something that you can pick up if you don't like ear hooks. So overall, I would say in terms of isolation, stability, and also comfort, this is not so bad. There's no major issues for me in terms of build, isolation, and also comfort. Alright, so I already listened to the KB Ear F1, and this is a unique sound altogether. It's a warm sounding IEM, but a lot of energy, aggressive sounding overall, and moves a lot of air in the KB Ear F1. So it's lively sounding, lots of energy, and the energy is the key strength here in the F1. This is what hit me when I first listened to it, how lively the KB Ear F1 is. So it's aggressive sounding, definitely colored sounding, and also smooth sounding overall, and it's nice for casual listen. It's not something that you want to use for monitoring or mixing. The highs, even if this a warm sounding IEM, has enough extension at the top. Definitely this is not something that will please the clarity focused crowd, but this has some shimmer still. Definitely energetic highs overall. This can be thin though at times, but it has no sibilance, which is good. Not so bad overall, but definitely this is not the key strength of the KB ear F1. Now the mids, I would say, is where the F1 shines. The mids has good body, also smooth overall. This is more of in the lush category, thick mids overall, and also forward in the mix. I would say I'm a fan of the mids here in the F1. Bass is forward in the mix. It has that BA kind of bass, again lots of energy and lots of air moved around. It's also tight in the F1. So while the bass is forward in the mix, this may not be enough for bass heads because this doesn't have that thumping kind of bass. This is not in the boomy side, it's more of a tight bass. It's also a little bit thin in comparison to some dynamic driver basses. So definitely this may not be good for bass heads. It can survive, but definitely I wouldn't recommend it as a bass heads IEM. But definitely is an energetic bass again overall. So in the whole spectrum, lots of energy to throw around. Soundstage is average to above average. This is not the strength of the KBR F1, as well as the imaging, also average to above average. So this is not something that you want to use for mixing and monitoring. Separation is above average because of the smooth nature of the sound. Separation is not that black and white. So overall, smoothness, energetic BA sound, and liveliness is the highlight of the F1. So if you like warmth in your life and if you like energetic warmth, this is something that you might consider in the F1. So sometimes for me, this kind of warm signature has some muffling on some tracks. So this might not fit my daily listening. I would say that this is not that kind of a versatile IEM. But if you like warmth in your life, maybe this IEM is for you. But for me, I would prefer a more brighter IEM. So compared to the popular earphones here in the channel, compared to the KZ ZS7, so both has some warmth. Definitely the bass is forward in both IEMs. KZ7 has more highs there at the top. KZ7 is more relaxed in comparison. The F1 is more aggressive in comparison, more lively in the F1. The ZS7 stage is bigger, definitely. ZS7 also has more sub bass. So overall, I prefer the F1 due to the more energetic sound. But definitely if you like more bass and sub bass in your life, the KZ ZS7 might be for you. There's just more bass in the KZ ZS7 versus the TFZ T2. So they're both lively sounding, but the TFZ T2 is more relaxed in comparison to the F1. So definitely the F1 is one of the most lively that I have heard in the channel. The T2 has a more transparent sound, more detail in the T2, especially in the mids department. F1 is more aggressive sounding, even more lively in the F1. The F1 is more smooth sounding. The T2 has more punch also overall. So I still prefer the T2 because of the more transparent sound and better detail across the range in the T2. The T2 is still one of the top recommendations here in the channel versus the TFZ S2. So the S2 is brighter in comparison, more highs in the S2. The stage is bigger in the S2, more energetic sound in the F1, though again the F1 is more aggressive in terms of the sound. Separation is better in the S2, mids is more lush in the S2. So overall, the F1 has more energetic sound, again more lively, but I still prefer the S2 because of the more versatile signature, better compared to the F1. Compared to the Tin T3, the Tin T3 has more highs, again more clarity in the Tin T3. The T3 is hard to beat in terms of the highs there. More transparent sounding in the T3, more detail also. So the Tin T3 is drier in comparison to the F1. The F1 is more smoother in comparison. So better imaging in the T3. Stage is similar. So overall, I still prefer the T3 because it has more detail and more transparent kind of sound. Alright, so verdict. So the F1 is unique IEM altogether. It has a unique build, unique sound also. So definitely it has a place in the market. That IEM that people who like warmth will like. And also who like a bit of more energy in their sound, more energetic sound in their life. So this is something for you guys. So I would say, like for me personally, this is too warm for me, especially for my daily listening. I would like more highs there at the top. For $36, is it worth it? I would say tough to say for those people who don't like warmth in their life. But for those looking at specifically this kind of signature, this might be worth your while. I haven't heard this kind of signature and also this kind of package in other IEMs. The most lively that I have heard in the channel, maybe this can be for you. Otherwise, of course, there are more earphones that I would prefer in this channel. Of course, everything is linked below if you want to get one. That will help out the channel a lot. So that is my review of the KB Ear F1. If you learned something, leave a like, and of course subscribe for more content like this in the future. If you have additional questions, of course, leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer as much as I can all the questions here in this channel. And of course, use my links below if you want to get this IEMs. It will help out the channel a lot. And of course, don't forget the giveaway that will be announced soon. It will be the KBR F1 ZSN Pro and some other IEMs that I will throw into the mix. But subscribe for that, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.